Fee here, the vegan health coach and author, and today I'm kind of doing a bit of a rant. You see, it was Melbourne Cup Day here a couple of days ago. That's a horse racing event that takes place in Australia, and the Kiwis and the Aussies go nuts. You know, syndicates go betting and offer sweepstakes, etc. Well, I was invited to an afternoon with friends to watch the race. Luckily, I was late and I missed it. Oh dear, never mind. But again, I was reminded just how violent horse racing is. You know, I heard someone say horses love to race, and I thought, truly? I just don't believe it. Tell me that an animal enjoys having a saddle strapped around its torso and shoved tight, so it's buckled in, and a metal rod placed in its mouth, and he's pulled from side to side as the rider steers him. And what about the weight of the rider on there? And the rider who kicks and whips this horse, mercilessly, just so that the horse will go faster. There's been images of the whip actually getting into the flesh and the indentation of that, sudden impact. Now, I've also had it said that if a horse didn't like it, he'd buck the rider off. Another statement I just don't believe. So it kind of like made me start to question things. Why does a horse endure the race? Foaming at the mouth, heart beating so fast it can be life-threatening. Why doesn't a horse retaliate when a jockey punches it in the stomach because he fell off? And that happened recently, and the jockey only got a 2-week suspension. And what about other animals? Why doesn't the elephant, who is bullhooked and chained and made to do all sorts of tricks, just lift up one of its huge feet and stomp it down on the trainer? And what about the circus lions, tigers, cheetahs? Why don't they just bite the trainer? One bite into the jugular would do it. And why aren't there more orcas killing their trainers? And I know that some animals do, but overall they don't. What about the lab animals, the dogs and monkeys? Why don't they bite back? And why doesn't a dancing bear, with a chain around his neck, and we've seen images of these things, why doesn't that bear just give one swipe with his huge paw and kill the trainer? We can also look at the human animal. Why did the Jews allow themselves to be experimented on and raped and gassed? And why does a woman stay with an abusive partner or vice versa? Now, what I came to, the only thing that I could think of was, apart from maybe love in the sense of the partnership, but, the one thing I thought, survival. Through the use of pain, be it via weapons or fists or starvation, dehydration, whatever, the animal is controlled, and it usually starts subtly and builds up until the animal or human eventually gives up its power and does whatever is required so it can survive. The terminology to break a horse in can be used in any one of those scenarios I've just said. It is the breaking of the spirit. And this is one of the reasons why I don't like horse racing, rodeos, elephant rides, lab testing on animals, or any other activity, be it entertainment or pharmaceutical or drug, whatever, where the animal has to be trained or chained or in a cage or anything, or must endure pain and deprivation in order to survive. And I'm talking about all animals, including humans. One last question I have too. Do you think that the one doing the controlling gets pleasure from that power it's got over that animal? I do. And I'd go so far to say that the pleasure is just another form of entertainment for that person. It might be subconscious, but it's there. Oh, and at that Melbourne Cup race, a horse had to be euthanized because it had had a fall. They say that that's not common, but hey, listen, I seem to hear that quite a lot. Until such time as we can learn to have compassion for other humans, we will constantly be witnessing the controlling of animals done in the name of entertainment or science. You know, I have a little catchphrase that I say each time when I log off things, you know, be they videos or whatever, is you know, have great food and be compassionate to all animals, including humans. But I kind of think that we have to start with a human animal and be compassionate, because there is so much violence out there to the human animal. And it's not until we do that that we will actually, it will flow over into the other animals that we have on our planet. Till next time, be compassionate to all animals, including humans. Bye for now.